Guys, so today I'm going to be doing a video showing you how I clean and list a purse. So since I do have a lot of purses I feel like that need cleaning, I figured I would show you guys how I clean them, and then I will show you how I actually take the pictures and things to get them listed as well. So I'm not sure how many purses I will clean for you on camera, but I am going to start with the Coach leather mini backpack purse. Basically, I'm just going to clean it and condition it with leather cleaner, and then we will get it listed. So let's get to it. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to be starting with this Coach mini leather backpack purse. This really isn't in like horrible condition or anything like that, but cleaning it and conditioning it will make it look like 10 times better, and it'll also get off like the little like dirt specks and things like that. Now as far as the interior of this one goes, there's really not much that needs done or what really can be done. I mean, this is all just leather. I'll probably like wipe it down slightly on the inside, but I'm probably not going to do anything more than that to this bag specifically. Now there's other bags I definitely need to clean interiors with. So what I'm using is I have two different rags here. These are just microfiber rags. I don't have like a whole, you know, I don't know the word I'm looking to describe. This is just how I do stuff. I don't consider myself like a professional purse cleaner or anything like that. It's just how I personally like to spruce up my bags before I list them. And you can do this with like purses that you carry on a daily basis as well, not just ones that you're selling. So essentially I have two different things. These are both by Coach. You don't have to buy Coach brand for Coach stuff. You don't have to. I've just had these for a while, so I'm trying to use them up. I'm almost out of both. But one is just a leather cleaner, and then this one here is a leather moisturizer is what they call. So this will more or less clean the bag, and then this kind of gives it that overall just very like nice just conditioned leather feel. It's just, it really brings out a leather purse. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put some of my cleaner on my rag and just start really going over it. So it'll look wet, which is fine. You're not gonna hurt your bag or anything like that. This is just going to basically clean off any kind of like dirt bits or any kind of grime. Maybe you wear a lot of hand lotion and your either lotion or just oils from your skin start to rub off on your bag and create kind of just like a gross film on it. So this is just gonna clean it up. So I'm just gonna go over it. I'll probably speed this up at times. I'll go over the entire bag as well as the straps. You don't want to forget about the straps. So that's my conditioner. So I'm just gonna keep putting on what I need and then just work my way around. attention to the edges of things, because that's where like a lot of wear can be. And then obviously you want to get your sides just everywhere you can. Heck, even this bag has a little bit of dust wedged into the sides of it, so this will get the dust out and everything. Okay, there's one side. Let's do the other side. Say, like, if you're a reseller and you are reselling a purse, you don't have to go all of these extra steps to resell something. I just personally like my things that I'm selling to look really nice, and I feel like the nicer they look, the more chance you're gonna get a better price for it, essentially. So let's get the back of this, and then we'll move on to the straps. One strap. I'm gonna go down the other strap. Okie doke. So there we have just a basic cleaning, and for me, off the bat, and I don't know if that shows over a video, but to me, I can already see a difference in how the purse looks overall. But to kick it up a notch, to make it look even nicer and more supple, that's where your leather moisturizer comes in. So, like I said, I use Coach, but Eric actually has a leather cleaner and moisturizer for the car. So essentially, you can use, and I would say you can use any kind of leather cleaner for your purses. As long as it's for leather, it shouldn't matter if it's targeted towards car seats or purses. I mean, it's essentially made of the same exact thing. So I'm just using a different cloth than the other one that I used. So, but again, just the same type of thing, and then you just buff it on in. Just do a little bit of buffing. And this just protects the leather, just makes it just way more nice and supple looking, in my opinion. It really does make a difference. So, gonna open this back up so we can just keep on doing our thing here. And there's no rhyme or reason as to how much I'm using. You can use as much as you want to. If you want to go over it more than one time, you can. knowing me, I'll get this all cleaned up and then I'll be like, you know what, I think I'm just gonna keep this purse. That's like a huge problem I have. Okay, let's do the bottom. Definitely around these edges here that are showing a little bit of wear. Okay, our back side, and then our straps. If you want to, you can go over it more than once if you want to. I really like how it turns out. Like, if you could feel this right now, it just feels so clean and supple feeling. So hopefully you guys can kind of see a difference. I don't know if this purse in particular you'll be able to see much difference on, since it is black and everything, but I definitely like how it feels and how it came out. So I'm happy with this and I am ready to get it listed, so let's move on to that part. Alright, so I dressed my mannequin just so like she wasn't being completely lewd. When I take my pictures, I may take her clothes off just because I don't want it contrasting with the purse itself. It's just gonna depend. Like, I might change my mind and keep her clothes. I haven't decided yet. But one thing that I would suggest doing is to kind of, to give the bag that you're listing a more fill, essentially. I would stuff it with something. This is just like a cloth scarf, just to give it some look of it being full, so it's not entirely flat. Obviously this is, again, is something that you do not have to do, but that way it just kind of fills out the shape a little bit better. I'll have her kind of like hold it like that, and then I'll also sling it across her shoulder. Then I'll also do like a picture of it on, obviously a little bit better than this. And then I'll just take my pictures. So that's what I'm going to do right now, and then I'll include those pictures in this video so you can see exactly how I kind of styled the mannequin for the pictures. Alright guys, so now I'm going to actually list the purse. So I'm going to go through this step by step just in case anyone has never listed anything on eBay before, or you're just essentially curious how I would go about doing it. So I'm just on the eBay app homepage. Obviously you're going to need an eBay account to resell. Now I always like to look up my item before I list it to get an idea of what price point I want to list it at. You would essentially just go up here to your search bar and type in what you're looking for, or you can do something super simple and tap this microphone button right here. Coach Vintage Mini Black Backpack. Just put in your search and then it will bring up all of the listings of that criteria. So you can see there's one listed for $199.99. This one is coming from Canada, and then this one someone has selling for $140. So I'm gonna go to filter and then sold, done, and find out how much one sold for. So the very first one is not the same backpack that I have. It looks more like the second one. So that one sold for $54 plus $8.70 shipping. Now it looks like we have one that sold for just $39.99. It looks like someone put that up on auction. I'm gonna do a buy it now price for mine, and based on solds and ones that are currently listed, even if I put mine for less than $100, it will probably sell because the ones that are listed are pretty pricey. So I'm probably gonna go somewhere in the middle and say at $69.99. I'm going to list mine a little cheaper because if we go on to this auction here of someone that's selling one for $200, there's no watchers, no one's watching this auction, so you know, it might be because they have it priced way too high in my opinion. But I am missing the little leather coach tag on mine, and I am also missing at the very front where you see how there's two of these little pieces here. My purse is actually missing one of those little pieces there. So since it's not in the same condition as this one that's being listed for so much higher, I'm gonna go with $69.99. I'm perfectly happy with that. So we're gonna go to selling and then list an item. So it's gonna say to describe your item. So you can do it like this, or if you want to, we'll go back to Vintage Coach Mini Black Backpack. We'll go back to the auction that we were at, and then there's always a, down here towards the bottom, sell one like this. I'm pretty much selling the exact same thing. So we can go into that, and that brings up everything that we need to put in. Now if you do it like that, it brings up the other person's title. You can use their same title if you want to, but I like to just switch it up a little bit so it's not exactly the same. So you definitely want in what you're selling, the color, and just being as descriptive as possible. So they have Coach Black Leather Mini Vintage Backpack. You don't have to put in the abbreviation VTG for vintage if you already have it vintage in the title. anything you have vintage will come up whether you spell it out or if you just put in the VTG. So there's no reason to have it twice, so I'm gonna take that out. They have genuine down here, which, sorry, I'm trying to like do this through my phone camera screen. So I'm gonna put black, and then I'm gonna put genuine before the leather. Mini vintage backpack. I have a space here. This is really hard to do using like between the screen. Okay, turn lock. Turn lock. I'm gonna put purse because it is essentially a purse, a backpack purse. And then I'm also gonna put shoulder bag because I want the term bag to be in the title as well. So that leaves me with two letters I didn't use. I feel like my title is perfectly fine and is full enough. I don't do subtitles. I think that costs more. I'm not sure how much. I just think it's pointless. Pictures. I'm gonna put in all of the pictures that I took of the bag. I feel like one of them came out blurry. We'll see if it really is. And then through here, you can go on and you can adjust and crop the picture a little better. So I'm gonna like take out a little bit of the bottom so it looks like that. See, it looks really nice. Then hit save, and then you just go about doing it. I feel like that one looks fine. Sometimes they're perfect enough in my opinion that you don't really need to do too much cropping and editing. That looks good. I felt like this one was a little blurry, so I'm gonna get rid of that one. I feel like this picture was pretty much the same, so I'm not too concerned about that. And then there's a picture of my Coach Creed. So item specifics is next. You just hit this little pencil thing. Condition, obviously it's pre-owned, so that's already filled in. What the other seller, if you go buy, sell one like this, will have all of what they already put in. So you gotta make sure yours matches what they have or it needs to be changed. So brand is Coach, backpack. Material, they didn't put in, which I don't know why. So we're gonna hit leather. Size, mini, it is a mini backpack, color black, closure, it is a drawstring, so they didn't have that filled out. You don't have to fill out all of these, but the more refinements that you fill out, the more you might have a potential buyer buy the item. Because if they're looking for a certain fabric, if they're looking for a certain closure to something, if it's a shirt, like the color, the sleeve length, like everything like that, you can search to such a small refinement. So I would definitely fill out as much as you can. Obviously, like I said, you don't have to fill out everything. Like occasion, I mean, it's, you know, casual, I would say. That's just what I'm gonna put. Fabric type, I don't feel like it belongs to any of these things, so I'm not going to do that. It doesn't have a UPC. That would be something like, you know, you're selling brand new, still in the packaging type thing. It is vintage, so I am gonna hit yes. Features, adjustable strap. The straps are adjustable. I don't have a bag charm, no bottle pocket. Probably all I'm really gonna put for that. Don't really need there's no theme, no real product line, no real accents, it's no pattern to it. So like a lot of this stuff, I honestly do not bother filling out a lot of it, like hidden compartment, you know, that kind of thing. And I'll have the measurements to the purse in the description. So I'm gonna go back because I'm happy with all of those things. And it even will tell you, eBay suggests that I add at least 2 more of those item specifics. It'll tell you, but like I said, you don't have to. So category, I always double check this, especially if I'm doing a sell one like this from someone else's listing, because there have been times that people have things in the wrong category, but it is in the right category, and since I have a store, I can put it in a store category. So in my store category, it will go under purses and wallets. Then description. So eBay already gives you like a slight description. It's basically just your title, the condition, and how you're probably shipping it. So I just like to go back in and give a little more of a descriptive description of the measurements and the condition and that kind of thing. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. All right, so I put in the rest of my description, and I actually added a couple more pictures as well. More pictures of the issues with the purse. Mine is missing that little leather tab on the drawstring, and as well as there is some wear around the corners. So I wanted to show pictures of that a little more in detail. So I did put in a couple more pictures. So now I'm gonna go to pricing, and I'm not making this an auction, so I'm turning auction off, and we're going to be doing a buy it now price. And eBay sometimes gives you an online trending price. So they're saying that this purse typically sells for about $54. But when you click on it, sometimes, like you see, there's purses that aren't even the one that I am selling. So you have to be careful with, you know, what eBay says. Definitely do your own research and don't go by what they say. So I am going to be changing this to $69.99. If you would go to more options, it would give you duration. Since I have a store, I do good till canceled. So my listing will be up until it sells or I actually cancel the listing. You can also do offers if you want to, possibly like someone would offer $5 less or something like that. You can accept offers and then people can send you offers on the item. I don't do that, at least not right away. I try, like what I'm listing stuff at is what I would like to get for an item. And then I actually will go back into my auctions and edit them and revise them and lower the price. So I don't usually do offers. I just let them be with the price and then go back and lower. So that's just how I do it. And then, I mean, you can schedule a start time if you want to. I don't really bother with any of that. So next is delivery. I am going to be putting this in like a, I think it was a 12 by 10 by 8 box. So essentially, I'm going to be shipping this in a medium flat rate priority box. It's over, the purse is over a pound, so it has to ship priority. Priority prices are more expensive. So if you were to offer free shipping on something that's over a pound, you really have to calculate that shipping cost into the price, which you know, some people do, and I did offer free shipping a lot on a lot of my stuff. I'm trying to get away from that though, because I have ended up losing money in the long run. So I am going to be shipping it priority. It's about 2 pounds 4 ounces, but since it's going to go in a flat rate box, it is a flat rate. So shipping costs, you can do free shipping, which is the first option. You can do calculated shipping, and that means depending on where the person lives, eBay will calculate how much it would cost to ship the item to them based on where they are. So like me, for instance, I live on the East Coast, so if someone on the West Coast buys something from me, it costs more money to ship to them than it would cost to ship to someone in, say, New York for me. It's much cheaper for me to ship to New York than it is to California. And then the last option is a flat rate, a flat shipping cost that you would pick as to how much to charge for shipping. So mine is going to be going medium priority flat rate based on the postage calculator on the USPS website. It would cost $15.05 to ship a medium flat rate box, no matter where it's going. So whether it's going to New York or California, that's how much it would cost to ship. So the nickel, really, like, why $15.05? What is the nickel? I don't know. But I'm just gonna do the $15 flat shipping cost. So that is delivery, and then you can also do ship internationally, which I used to do. I haven't lately, just because I've been having issues with people wanting to return things that are out of the country, and that is a whole another pain in the butt. So I'm trying to like get away from that. But that does eat into your potential buyers if you do not ship internationally. So that's just kind of how you feel, how you want to, you know, do things. And then local pickup, if anyone is local to you and they don't want to pay shipping, just want to come pick it up, then you could do that as well, which I don't really bother with that either. So preferences, payment methods, I do PayPal. Handling time, I'm at 3 business days. I think I'm gonna cut down on that, probably to 2 or 1, because I've been getting my packages out super fast here lately. So, and even eBay, I got like a notification from eBay saying I should lower my handling time because my shipping times have been like amazing. So, I probably will lower that at some point. And then accepting returns, that's entirely up to you. eBay, no matter if you don't click that button, if someone wants to return something, eBay will let them return it. So you can say you don't accept returns, but if someone wants to return something, they're returning it. So I usually don't click it, but you know, you still end up getting returns. And then I always click require immediate pay. That way if someone's buying the auction and wants to buy it, they have to pay right away. There's no buying it and then waiting 3 days to pay for the item. Like if you want it, you gotta pay for it right that minute when you buy it. So that's just my preferences. And then you can do a preview of the auction or just to go ahead and list. Right now, eBay, well, since I have a store, I was given 50,000 free auction listings. I think it was 50,000. I want to say it's 50. It was something insane. Something I would never, ever in a million years reach before the time period expired. I could be out of my mind. Maybe 50,000 is way too much. I know it was crazy though. And kind of this whole like, you know, coronavirus thing, they were trying to like help out us as sellers by giving us free listings. So I'm nowhere near that, but as of right now, it's free to list my stuff. So I'm happy about that. I just want to go over real quick again. But yeah, I'm happy with everything. So I'm just going to go to list your item, let it do its thing, and there you go. So I usually just do view listing just to take a look back at it and see how it looks. Make sure, I should have made sure I didn't have any spelling errors beforehand, but you know how it is. But that's everything on how I list. So that is everything for my cleaning a purse video. If you guys enjoyed this, let me know. If you'd like me to maybe try another purse, like cleaning the interior I can do that as well. I don't always have the best success with cleaning interiors of purses, but I am willing to try with some of the purses that I have really do need a good interior cleaning as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.